What's up everybody, it's Luke from Archwoods here. Now you may not know this, but I used to be a street style photographer. I mean, a struggling street style photographer. I mean, I've kind of put it on the back burner. It's not easy to get paid as a street style photographer, as any creatives. But yeah, I think I've only got myself to blame for it, but you have to be driven, you have to be very on it in terms of being approaching magazines and publications and everything. You have to do a lot of free work, which was a big issue for me. So I did it for a long time. I loved it. I love photography, and it's a really good way to experiment and to shoot fashion if you like fashion. So I would always recommend it. But as a career, you have to be really on it or know the right people. Either one. I knew neither. So I actually keep my first invoice for a photograph in a very famous publication, and I keep it framed to remind me to not do it because it's £50 I got paid. I was really happy with myself, but I had to keep a reminder that this wasn't where it's going. £50 was not going to be enough to get me where I wanted to be. So yeah, I've put that in the back burner for now. I still will shoot shows every now and again, but more just for fun or just for my own purposes. But yeah, what I thought I'd do is go through some of my favourite street style photographers and their websites currently. I'll go through each one individually at some point in a different video, so I'll just do a brief overview. You've probably heard of a lot of these. I'll go through the absolute, the gods of the street style photography world. First, I'll focus on menswear only. Most of, or if not all of these, shoot men and women. First one is a sartorialist. So I think this is he, and the next one, Tommy Ton, are the renowned OGs. It's just the first people to do it. They have been around for I don't even know how long, but they were the originals. These are the ones that inspired almost everyone on this list. But sartorialist, here he is. You can see here, it's kind of no thrills in some way with him. Like it's nicely taken. It's posed, a lot of it. Although he does do street style, that's completely natural. He does catch some really nice moments. But he especially originally one of the hardest working people in fashion. Because it's not easy. I think one of the hard things, actually even when you even now, stopping someone and getting them to pose for you, it's still pretty tough. It's a really good way to get over some social anxiety, if anyone has any. I would definitely recommend it, because now I would not be concerned stopping anyone in the street and taking their photo. I've had so many rejections. But yeah, just simple nice photos. I mean, this stuff, even if I didn't know it was him, I've seen on Pinterest so many times. This the guy from Office in General there, who I actually bought this suit because I saw this photo. I bought this suit he's wearing here, Office in General suit, just because I liked it, and I found out where it's from, and I think I may have found out who he was from this photo. The power of street style. Just moving down. So even this, just like, look how stylish that guy is. Some more androgynous looks. I think with Sky, it just seems to do the simple things well. I mean, he's catching some amazingly dressed people. Most of these aren't shot in London. I wasn't one for travelling and shooting because I wasn't getting paid. But yeah, what I'll do is I'm just in the brief overview for now, but I'll go into I'll go into each one individually at some point. I'll do reviews on that. So the next one's Tommy Tom, another one of the OGs. So if you go to his site, he's got a full archive of all of his stuff. It's really cool. He's a bit more catching people naturally, as you can see here. As you can see, he's got some big stars: Jared Leto, the guy from that thing, the thing with the thing. But yeah, for anyone who's unaware of this kind of thing, this is all at fashion shows. So it'd be like London Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, all of them. So you go there, you go find out what the shows are. Some of them are kept very secret, so you have to be in the know or be given a schedule. and then you hang out outside the shows for hours in the rain and try and shoot people. Sometimes it's a complete bust, sometimes someone insanely famous comes along and then it's a stampede of photographers. But yeah, Tommington again, and you see, like, I think why these guys were really successful initially, it was about the clothes. It was about that's taken some of the way. So it's about the clothes, it's about the person, it's about the natural poses altogether, a style essentially, and that's what these guys do well. And then when you start to get to know the faces, you can then use that to, you know, take people in, things get reposted, and that's where you get more popular. And at least that's what happened in the early days. Now it's tough, it's really tough. But yeah, again, with these, the last two, very just clean, nice images that aren't over edited, aren't over color graded, and yeah, like, nice photos. Yeah, Tommington's another OG. Now, moving to a little bit more of when I started going. This is Adam Katz, who is one of the, probably my favourite actually, I think, just because his is a bit more stylised, a bit more edgy in the way they're shot, and he's a great photographer all round. It's not just fashion, he does like cycling photography and stuff like that, but he's got a very distinct style, and I just really like the more close-up photography. And what can't be underestimated is the hard work that gets put into all this. You see, these are out day in, day out to shows, travelling across cities, and then as soon as they're done, off they go to somewhere else. Then there's a whole night, every night, of editing, and a lot of them, the more successful ones, may get someone else to do that editing, but I don't know who does what. But yeah, it's such hard work. It's a lot of travelling, it's a lot of standing around and just getting that right moment, being there at the right time. And then sometimes you have two shows, or you have to decide whether to leave one and go to another and maybe miss that moment, or miss the moment if someone's going in, someone big. So yeah, it's a big gamble. Yeah, but Adam's definitely one of my, if not my favourite. And he has a book out, which is pretty cool. I think everyone's got a book out, but I would definitely recommend to check him out. Right. Next up, we've got Garcon John. So yeah, he's the original that I remember looking at, because it was mainly focusing on shooting men, and that I was just into menswear. So I was just like, that's what I was more searching out. His stuff was really interesting. I remember he's one of the first I remember just trying to copy his color grade, which everyone did. He used to do this really orangey, like sunsetty color that everyone copied at one point. Everyone was after trying to get that look, and he stylized it to a really unique way for his. You could see what would be his photo. Since moved on to be just an amazing portrait photographer in lots of different ways, not just street style. And his website's actually under construction for a new one at the moment, so I'm just doing his Instagram at the moment. And you can see here he uses shadows a lot, he uses contrast, taking things out of focus. It's just an amazing photographer. I'd say him and Adam are my two favourites. On my first show that I went to shoot, he actually asked to take my photo, which then I got really nervous, and then David Gandy walked past, and then everyone sort of ran that way, and I didn't get my photo taken. But he was actually really nice, really sweet. I've spoken to him a few times, really nice guy. But yeah, I can't see too much of his street style here, but what I'll do is we'll do a separate video on it, because it's worth looking at. And then lastly, probably the guy who I've got onto the latest, but has been super popular with menswear recently. It's JFK, which is Jamie Kennedy, and yeah, again, incredibly stylized photos. He has a look about him. He has a look about his photography, which I can now pick out sort of, and what would be his photo, and that's a really good sign. and also he does studio work, which you can just see. There's something about the way he shoots and the way he edits that it sticks out as his photo, his signature. You can see here really close-up shots, which is really what I'm into. This guy's a really good photographer as well. I'll have to do another video. But yeah, mainly focused on tailoring and classic menswear, which is right up my street. And yeah, you can see really good photography, just mostly done. It looks like a lot of it's in Italy and London. A lot of pity. But yeah, 100%, if you're into imagery and just getting inspiration, check out these guys. I will do individual ones. I'll probably pick up a few more. There's definitely some photographers I've missed out on this. But yeah, what do you think? If there's any guys you know that I should be onto, let me know. Drop a comment, like and subscribe, of course. Also, check out the store. It's archandwoods.co.uk. A lot of tailoring, a lot of stuff that you've seen in these photos. So we've got a few Gucci pieces in, we've got some Drakes, we've got loads of new stuff actually coming in this week. I've just got to take the photos and they'll be in soon. Any questions, let us know. It's hello@archandwoods.co.uk or @archandwoods on the socials. Cheers.